let's keep moving on our self-heal or heal all herb. And we've got the bundles drying downstairs. I've harvested some more, and I'm going to show you setting them in the dehydrator and for how long I'm going to do it. So this is my setup. This is a solid, I've had this dehydrator a long time. It's a Nesco American Harvest. I can't even tell you how long I've had it. But this is a solid base right here. This one is, and this is a fine mesh. So I'm gonna put the leaves up there pretty much. And what I've done is I washed them all when I brought them in and let them dry. And now we're going to dehydrate them and seal them. You can seal it in a closed jar, and I actually have something really cool that I'm going to seal it with that I will show you. Up to a year, and that's what I'm going to use for the teas. So I'm pretty excited about that, and get my little flowers spread out here. Yeah. You know, because of you, I'm actually doing this more than I have in the past. So I'm excited that you're giving me that reason to really get this done. Again, it's, you know, there's no right or wrong way of doing it. You just, let's see, I'm kind of falling through right there. Where's that one? You just do it the best of your ability. Now this I'm going to put on 95 degrees, and I'm going to do it for 2 hours, and then I'm going to start checking, because usually it takes 4 to 6 hours. And so I think that these might be a little more done than normal. They're not super fresh from being cut and washed, because I actually did that yesterday. So they have been sitting out on the paper towel for 24 hours. Okay, this is, I think, good enough. Let's spread these out a little bit more. Okay, so now I'm going to put this on top of here. So that's ready. Oop, there were a couple of flowers that didn't come out. After harvesting them, I want to make sure I've got all of them. Okay, now I'm going to put my lid on, and I'm going to plug it in. Hang on. Get it plugged in. And up here, it's got the levels for the heat. Let me just show you. So it's got the 95, so herbs and spices, nuts and seeds, fruits and vegetables, jerky meats and fish. It tells you right there. This is so easy to do. So I'm just going to set the timer so I won't forget, because otherwise I will forget. And we'll check it later, and I'll let you see then. Okay, it's been 2 hours, and I was going to check to see how they're going, and it's supposed to be ready when the flowers and the leaves are crumbly and not soft at all. Yep, these are not ready yet for sure. Let's check the leaves. Leaves aren't ready yet either. So we're going to go for another hour, and I will check it then and see how it is at that point. All right, so we're done dehydrating. I actually shifted the trays, and I put the flowers down below because I felt like that the leaves weren't getting as crunchy as they need to. So this was a total of 5 hours, and it doesn't look like there's very much now, and this is why you just need to continually harvest as you go out and check the plants, especially early in the morning, because that's when they're fresher, and it's just a better time to do it. And y'all, again, this dehydrator I've had a long time, but I did find this model on Amazon, and I will link it below, because again, you know that, and the reviews are good with it, you know that they're always improving. And so now what I'm going to do, because this will last actually up to a year, the way I'm going to fix this, and I'm just going to store it in an airtight jar. And yeah, so I'm really pretty excited about that, because I'm going to show you something else that I got at Christmas that I absolutely love. Okay, so let's go ahead. Oh, and one more thing is that here's my teapot. Actually, my son got this for me, and I will look to see if there's, I'm not sure where he got it, but it has the basket on the inside so that you can put your leaves in here, pour the hot water in, and then let it steep. Oh, I just think that's so awesome. Plus, purple is my favorite color. Okay, so y'all, we're going to put these down in the jar, because I'm not ready to do any tea right now. And you know, I follow Roots and Refuge, and she actually has a tea garden where she has grown all these different herbs just to make teas with. And so I want to look at some of her recipes because I would love to be able to make more of my own teas. But this one specifically is, again, for your healing, antioxidant, anti-inflammatory. If you've got a sore throat, you can even make, again, you can make a salve with it. And y'all, with this particular dehydrator, there are 4 levels. So you can dehydrate a lot. So we're gonna put these all down in here. I was thinking that a quart jar would be too big and the pint was better. It's just gonna fit, but I just can't wait to show you the next step. So I got the Mason Genie at Christmas time. I have sealed mason jars with my sugar, my flour, my cashews, my tree nuts, my beans, and they stay sealed. And I love that because that way, especially with just 2 of us, then we don't use up things as quickly, and I can't stand wasting or having just to throw away. So I have not used it on a smaller jar. This is for the larger jar. And so I'm gonna put this one back on because this is, hang on, just take me a second here to see which way it goes. Oh, sorry, it goes this way. And then it's got the unlock and lock here, and you twist it to where it's locked. Okay, so with this, you also get the little jar opener to pop the lid off because it is extremely tight. I mean, I can't do it with my fingers. You also get, and I love this, although I don't have any chalk. I don't have any little ones here where I keep chalk, but it has the actual lids that you can be using and write on them. And then there is the USB cord to hook this in to charge it back up to full capacity. And it will show you if it's getting low. So here we go. So the key, make sure there's nothing between the lid and the jar. And then you put that on there, press this down. And I don't know how far that presses since it's got that one. I'm assuming that's on there. Okay, and then there's a button. And it starts sucking all the air out of the jar. I mean, I just can't tell you how much I love this. And sometimes it can take 30 to 45 minutes depending what's the size of the jar. Now that's been my, the larger mason jar. So a little pint jar, it may not take as long to do. And I also have a label that I'm going to put on the outside of the jar so that I can label it and with a date, and I will remember. And I'm actually going to, I believe with this you don't have to refrigerate it, so I can just put it in the cabinet with the tea kettle, so it's right there by it. And this, which way does that go? It's actually showing you the numbers, how many seconds this is taking, and now it's done. And I got it on there correctly this time. And so see, you can't move it. And so again, what you want to do is make sure that your leaves and the flowers are good and crisp and not bendy at all. And then you can store them for up to a year. You just want it not sitting out in the sunlight. And so like I said, it's going to go up in the cabinet. And so we're just going to write on here, self-heal. And the date today. And now we're done. And I just love it because it's all ready for me to use. Okay, y'all, I hope you have enjoyed learning about the Prunella vulgaris and the Heal All Self-Heal herb and all the things that it can do for you, and besides helping the environment. And that's, honestly, what I love about it is that you can continue to grow things, have things that not only helps you, but helps the other parts of nature. All right, y'all, again, I hope you've enjoyed this garden moment from Garden Grace. And if you haven't, please subscribe and click the bell so you'll be notified next time. And I'll see you again for another garden moment. All right, y'all, bye.